Hey everyone, I wanted to create a quick video to kind of explain exactly what we're getting here in Greenville. We are replacing our Sharp copiers with the Wood Group standard Ricoh copiers as well as the CopiTrak terminals. The copiers are essentially tracked by CopiTrak. Wanted to show you quickly how to log into CopiTrak and how to make copies, scan to email and scan to folder. One note before logging into CopiTrak, we will have badge reader functionality, but currently right now it's just not set up, but it should be soon. But for now I'm going to show you how to log into the CopiTrak terminal. Essentially all you have to do is to use your user ID. I'll go ahead and type that in. You just do your normal user ID, click enter, and it will find you. Notice how it has my name. You've got a few options: make copies, scan to email, scan to folder, scan for production, and scan to PDF. I think we're only going to use the three main options or modes: scan to email, make copies, and scan to folder. Essentially, it's pretty straightforward for all three. If you want to scan to email, you click scan to email. You're going to notice here that you're going to see some project codes, or you enter in an account code. The account code is a project number. So essentially all it does is it will query Oracle, and you'll see on the left hand side you'll see all of the project numbers over here. You scroll through with a little arrow, find the correct project number and subcode. Once you save these or use these a few times, you're going to notice that it will be in your history. I'm going to go back to scan to email. I just used the older TMCD project as an example, but you can put in your overhead number or your project number. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scan to email. I have to highlight it, and you're going to notice as soon as I highlight it in green, it knows exactly where it needs to send the email. It's going to send it to tim.thome@woodgroup.com. That's all you really have to do. I'm going to grab a piece of paper, just like we normally do, put it in the copier, come to the, hope you guys can see that. I'm going to go to the home screen, and I'm essentially going to pick scanner. And when you get scanner, you're going to see folder, and then you're going to see a folder which has the same name as the copier that you're using. You have to click this folder. If you click that folder, you now have the green start button. You hit start, it'll scan. Now it's a little confusing when you think you just hit scan to email, but you still have to come over to the copier and click folder. You still have to click this folder button in order for it to scan to email. One real nice feature on the terminal is as soon as you're scanned to email, it's going to bring up a preview. As soon as you're happy with the preview and everything looks as it should, I don't think you're going to see anything unusual here, but it hasn't emailed anything yet. It only sends the email as soon as you click OK. So when you click OK, you're going to see that the job is ending and it's sending your email, and then it logs you out. Okay, if you want to copy or scan to folder works very similar to the way it does on our existing Sharp copiers. You have to do the exact same thing: scan to folder, select your project, and again, the more projects you have, the more your history will fill up over here. All right, and I'm going to do the same exact thing. I'm going to come over, scan. I'm going to come to the copier. I'm going to hit scanner. Okay, I'm going to click the folder. Now, it's not scanning anything directly to the copier. It's actually going to email you a link of the scanned file. It's going to send it essentially via FTP to a certain location, but you will end up getting this in an email with a link from CopiTrak. This isn't secured. It's not, when you scan the file, it doesn't necessarily keep it from prying eyes. It just essentially just puts it in a kind of a shared repository for files. But essentially when you click, it'll be just for you. It'll be a folder just for you based on your login name. So when you see the path, when you scan the file, in the email it'll have the path of this server along with probably the printer name, / and then your username. You click that and you'll see every scan that you've ever scanned. You can delete them or move them or do whatever you need to do. But essentially you just hit start. It scans. Come back over to the CopiTrak terminal, and it'll show you a preview. and you essentially say OK, and that finishes the job. And the last thing that we'll do is we'll just do copies. Copies are very straightforward, just like you've done with other copiers. You'll just say make copies, and you'll select your project. Now, one thing I want to show you before I actually select the project over here on the left-hand side, if you walk over to the copier without trying to log into the CopiTrak terminal and select copier, notice how it kind of stops you and it says to use the following function, set key card. What that's telling you is to log into CopiTrak either via the terminal using your login ID or your badge reader. So as soon as I come over here and select a project, I come back and you notice I didn't touch anything. It just unlocked the copy screen for me. And you have the same exact options you would with any other copier. Black and white, full color. You can pick your pages and whatnot. I'll just do I'll do one copy. Okay, have to put something in here. So I'll put in there, and we'll just make one copy. And that's essentially it. And you'll notice over here, it's tracking. Notice the code 3036. That's some type of capture code for CopiTrak. And when you're done, essentially when you're finished doing anything with your copier, whether it be copies or scans or anything like that, you want to make sure that you come back over, and you'll see an end button up here that essentially logs you out. So it says job ending. That logs you out of CopiTrak. And that's essentially all we're going to have to do to use the copiers from here on out. I will be sending out an email with details on how to add your new printer keys. We're going to have to replace the old printers with the new printer keys. They're still going to be named the same. So if you were on GVPRT 43, 40, 47, the print keys are still the same. You just have to essentially delete the old printer on your printer list and re-add them so you get the updated drivers. But that is the new Ricoh copiers with the CopiTrak terminal in a nutshell for the Greenville, South Carolina office. If you have any questions, feel free to stop by my office and I can show you how to use this. I'm going to keep this copier set up in the Greenwood conference room to let you guys stop by and take a look at it, mash some buttons and test it out. Feel free to check it out, and if you need me, just find me. Thanks.